Welcome to Flight 32. A little bit of a rough start at launch here, as we'll see in a second. So I'm walking out, little bit out of control, and lost it. I thought I could save this for the whole time until I couldn't. That's kind of the scary thing about losing the glider in a control situation like this is, I feel like you think you might have it until you don't.
Just the left side started going up.
So do you want me to, I'll grab the nose and walk you up? Why don't you sit down and relax?
So eventually got things squared away. My blood pressure is pumping, but we run and take off. And so just glad to get into the air eventually. But that was so stressful. I mean, like, I was super worried that I was damaged John's glider there. I was worried that I maybe damaged my glider. It's just embarrassing. Like, could have been dangerous for me. Could have been definitely dangerous for other people. Not a good situation to be in. So that was really stressful, and I definitely felt that for the whole flight. Just that little bit of stress created from that moment.
Okay, well, that was pretty unideal. Whacked John, sorry about that. But
I believe this is my first time with the clear goggles, or if not the second time. Really liking the clear goggles. I can see a lot better. There's no weird tint to things. Just liked it in general. The clothes I'm wearing, I got the big mittens on this time, puffy jacket, totally play. That beginning of the year flight that I had, I was chilly the whole time, and I'm glad that I put on extra layers for this one.
not feeling a whole lot out here. Matt's getting something, it looks like.
Coming up to launch on this one, me and Matt were talking, we probably should have just gone straight to EJ. We got to take the reins and drive ourselves and advocate for going to the higher launch, because it just makes way more sense for us. We saw people flying up higher, and we were worried about getting up there, and that's kind of what ended up happening is if you don't launch at a certain height, it's just harder to get up to a higher height on some days, and today seems to be one of those days.
I'm a little sweaty right now. Definitely a high nerves launch, but calming down a little bit at least. Okay, Matt's getting something. Clockwise, okay. I'm below him, so I think I want to go out front here, see what I can do out here first. Something here. There's something. Damn, lost it. There it is. Yo, there's something. And lost it.
And I just wondered to myself, does that paraglider see me?
Still stressed out about that launch. Just what happened. Don't love that, but feeling calmer now. That's good. Doing a great climb here. Okay, he got great lift right there. Still getting good lift.
This was really cool flying with Matt. I see him starting to go out towards the tit, and this is something that I was kind of wrestling with this whole time. I'm like, okay, getting okay lift here, but I'm probably not going to get it super high. What's it going to take to cross? And so I'm just talking to Matt constantly on the radio and looking over and being like, okay, is he going to make it over there? Is that the right call? What should I do?
Yeah, I was hoping that worked out better for you.
I think I could have made it there, but if I didn't get up, my flight would probably be over.
So it ended up not working out great for him. He turns around, comes back, didn't even get all the way across. He just went for part way, realized he was probably too low, and then turned around. And then so I'm just back here, cruising by myself, cruising with Matt, and just trying to get some better lift, trying to get up a lot higher. This PG is doing good. They're getting above us, but we're just like kind of hanging out at this like 2,000 to like 2,500 area, which means we can't really push back, and we're just kind of fighting to stay alive barely here.
Going for a right turn underneath him. Back
Shadows are playing close.
Really great shots here. I really love this when you got another glider, shadows playing around, and it looks like the other glider is super low because of the perspective. Love to see that. Shadows coming up against each other. I thought that was really cool. I don't know why, but the shadows really excite me, and so that was a fun one to see as well.
So sick, man. So sick.
I'm out of here. I'm too close to that.
Man, I just feel like we're not escaping here. Damn. Damn. Well, decent save if nothing else. So feeling that. Matt must be right above me right now. There's a PG. What altitude did you start crossing over at, Matt?
2850. We'll see if it's enough.
Sounds good.
Not too sinky or slow on the way over here so far. Over here. I just need to get out of that paraglider suit.
Yeah, I hear ya.
Rock it up over at the tip, so if I can get over to there, it might be alright.
Yeah, that's the challenge, getting over there.
So nice conversation with Matt there about what he's looking for to cross over to the tit from the antenna area. I'm not quite at that height that I want to be, so I now have some work to do. We can take a look at that altitude graph and know that it's going to take me a minute to get up there. But just really good to have someone else trying to go and do other things. I would definitely have not thought to do this by myself, but seeing someone else try to go for it at least is encouraging and gives me a good idea of, okay, maybe I could go for that. So I'm in a battle here with the ground. So I'm at 2,000 feet, just barely scraping around. I haven't found great lift at any point. I know that I'm gonna have to tuck my tail and go home pretty soon if I don't get this figured out really soon. And I'm like just not willing to let that happen because we knew today was good. There's paragliders doing good. I wish I launched at EJ, but we're at Eliminator getting that lower launch. And I'm like, you know what? I want to make something out of this day still. I still want to make this happen. And so I really feel like I'm like putting in the elbow grease for this save here. And so we can see me start to go up. Looking ahead at the graph, we can see that this turns out to be a really nice climb. And that was just a proud moment for me because I feel like I was really on the brink of not being able to complete many more turns on this flight. And just finding that lift, persevering, using everything I've learned, it just really felt good to finally get some nice lift there.
Fighting for my life right now. This is intense, dog. There's some fast, steep turns here. Staying in what it feels like a pretty tight thermal core. Got one PG coming my way, but another heck of a save, honestly. Pulled up 300 here, back to 22s. Ah, man, that was close to having to bomb out, but I think we got a save. Seems like EJ was definitely the play for the Falcon boys today, as usual. I think I got a PG above me. Maybe. Yep. He's not even looking. Cool. Cool. Dude, he's just freaking gliding out to the beach right now? Is that what I'm seeing? There wasn't much lift over there, Matt.
I think maybe if I was luckier and lined up with a better cycle, I could have gotten up. Like there's potential over there, but it didn't work.
Yep.
So Matt did not get great lift over at the tit. He's got to come back, and he is super low. So we can't even really see him on most of these shots, but he's cruising back. He's low. I'm turning with these paragliders doing good. I've been climbing that whole time that he went on that little adventure. And part of the reason that he did go away was just get out of the crowd. And so we've seen that on a lot of this shot already, and especially right here. I'm flying with paragliders. You know, we're in it, we're doing it. And that's something I welcome and enjoy. It's definitely adds an element of stress. It's a little more difficult, but you also get that added benefit of seeing someone else flying around, as well as it's just good practice, because the reality is on a good day, there's other people in the air, and just knowing how to deal with that situation, very beneficial. And honestly, it's really fun to look over. Like, look at this amazing shot. It's really fun to look over and just see someone else flying. That's cool. It like makes you realize how cool you're looking, because you don't have that third person perspective of yourself until after the fact. And so it's cool to see it in real time, someone else ripping it just like you are.
Last hit. Felt the ejection on that one. First time soaring with paragliders for an extended period. Honestly, been pretty chill so far. They're doing great. And I hope I'm doing the same. Whoa! We lost the shit out of that one. Either I just got distracted and pushed out too much, but that felt just like a total lift loss there. Really feeling good on the gear, honestly. I think I made the right calls there, which is nice. Matt is on the ground. Yeah, there's some lift to be had here. Nice. Oh, it's a lot of paragliders.
So I talked with Matt after the flight on this one, and he's like, yeah, I kind of wish I stayed, even though there was a lot of paragliders. You know, that transfer over didn't totally turn out, and it was a risk because we didn't see anyone else flying there. But he just didn't want to deal with the crowd, and I totally get that. But he did share that a little bit of sentiment of regret of, you know, maybe it was probably just a good practicing element, even if it is harder to fly with paragliders and hang gliders, which I think is definitely true. I mean, we had the blind spot on the top. They got more of a blind spot in the bottom because they have to look over to the side of their canopy versus where we're just always looking down. But this is just some really good visual examples of, yeah, it was pretty crowded with paragliders, even though there is just, you know, 3 to 5 of them at times. That makes for a pretty crowded situation. And I know there's some cross-country or more legit pilots out there than me that are like, oh, yeah, there's nobody in there right now. I've done comps. But you gotta remember, I'm a beginner. This is still, you know, only flight 32 for me. Flying with other people in close proximity, definitely still getting comfortable with that. It's stressful, it's fun, it's a learning experience, but definitely not comfortable with that yet.
Dude, all right, we're taking a direction, boys. What the hell? Whew, man, it's a lot of gliders. Part of me wants to transit, part of me wants to just keep on flying because I'm flying. Been a good flight so far, honestly. I feel like I've been learning a decent amount about this area finally. Wow, nothing burgers. Really liking this clothing combination I got. Well, maintaining. If anything, gaining a little.
So I've been having fun. I've been pushing around. I'm a little bit more behind the antennas now, trying to figure out what I want to do. Talking about, okay, should I try to go somewhere else? Should I just keep on getting lift? And I kind of think back to the last few flights where I've had options to do other things versus just stay where I'm at, where there's guaranteed lift. And honestly, at some point, you just kind of want to do other stuff. It's really fun flying around and doing circles and being here. But after 30 minutes in the exact same place, if nothing else is changing, it gets a little bit old and you're ready to do other things. And you start thinking about where else can I go? What else can I do? And so that's why I'm back here in the first place. Not because I think it's going to be amazing lift back here. I'm just like, okay, I want to push back on the ridge, see if I can make that happen. Doesn't really end up happening, to be honest. But it's fun. It's just trying a new thing, getting a little bit outside of the envelope and exploring, figuring things out.
Holy heck. I'm doing it. I'm turning with the turkey. Oh, he's so good at it. Oh, sick, man. I'm just following you, dude. Ha! Oh, that was fun. That was fun.
That was absolutely amazing. Flying with birds has got to be my favorite thing about hang gliding. period. And so just getting that experience, following a bird, you know, he's taking the lead. I'm just trying to learn from him. Absolutely love it. It is 100% my favorite thing about it.
Well, it's feeling like I'm not going to escape this damn spot, but I'm having fun.
So I've just been chugging along, working, and I'm clearly not getting out of here. I'm not going to be able to get a better place. I'm not going to like move around to like a big destination change, but I'm hanging in there. You know, we can see basically a flat elevation progress line and a continuing flat elevation progress line, but it's fun. You know, it's a challenge. I'm figuring it out and just hanging in there, getting okay thermal.
The angled USB cable will be huge. It's definitely what this needs. Shit, I mean, we're doing something back here right now. Pretty low key about it.
So I'm honestly starting to get a little bit bored here. It's fun to do. I was like, you know what? I'm out here, might as well just have some fun. So I'm like, all right, push in, pull out, push in, pull out. Let's see what happens. It was fun, felt a little bit of G's, and I think a great use of some altitude and some airtime, so why not? You know, live a little.
I'm at the beach, safe and sound.
Lame, bro, lame. That's pretty sick, honestly. But man, we should have gone to friggin' EJ. This is the last time I'm getting burned out of this. Next time I've got Matt here, we are going to EJ. Yeah, dude, the air is cold. I'm glad I got the puffy, honestly. I think even with the the Smart Wool, I'd be screwed right now, chili wise. Alright, there's definitely a thermal here. I feel it having its way with me. Feels like my fly is down, to be honest. Fair goggles, feeling like a play, honestly. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I still got a little sucked into the nerves on this one. I just gotta take a deep breath here. It's a great day. It is a great day. So my best theory is why they didn't want to go to EJ is if they go to EJ, they admit that their spot is wrong and their intuition is wrong. That's what my gut tells me. If we have like a better flight up there, that's what it felt like to me. It felt very petty, honestly. I think that's why I got so annoyed. Very late. Okay, I feel like I'm really in a rhythm right now. Come on, baby. Yoo! 3,000. Let's go. Let's go.
So I'm finally getting a really nice climb. Actually getting back up above launch just a little bit in a second here. But really glad I finally made this work, stuck it out in this position. And it's just so nice to get vindicated with that strong lift after scratching around for 45 plus minutes.
A little longer.
Yeah, it's cleared out now.
Drive back up and try it again, but it's kind of chopped up here. Yeah, I think I'm good.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if crossing to the tit is worth it or not.
Yeah, I left at 2850 from the roundhouse and made it to the Holy Hills where there was not enough lift to get up. I think if you can get to 3 grand or even just a little more at the roundhouse, you might be good.
Yeah, I'm at 32 right now, so that's why I'm thinking about it. Man, it's so cool going up, dude. So cool going up. I'm going for it.
So here it is. I eventually let the boredom get the best of me. I got up to a very safe altitude to attempt the crossing, and now I'm going for it. It's actually a very unique experience. I've never flown this direction over this terrain, and especially never been over this terrain this high. So that was really cool to see a perspective of a place that I'm usually in when I'm just like barely having enough to make it into the active zone for the flight off of launch. But instead just kind of cruising out with the intent of backtracking here was very different, unique experience. And it was really fun to just kind of take a really nice, slow cruise approach because I'm just trying to fly efficiently. And I kind of realized that at one point, I'm like, ah, shit, I should be like tucking my head or whatever. I should be trying to be super efficient right now because I'm getting 0 lift as planned. Attempting to cross, just attempting to get lift over here. And as we can see from the rest of the graph, I end up not finding lift over here, but I'm still glad that I went for it. It was, I think, the play. I could have probably stayed up another hour where I was, but I wasn't going to see anything new, wasn't going to get any new experiences, and so I'm really glad that I went for this. Saw this different perspective and tried to make it work, because on a good day, according to everything I've seen and heard, this is not a bad move. There's usually really good lift over here, and it just didn't happen today. I knew it didn't happen for Matt, so me trying it was basically being like, okay, I'm okay with ending my flight at this point. Because I saw Matt do the exact same thing as me. He's an equally skilled or better pilot, and I don't expect to do any better than him. So just kind of exploring and going for it with this one.
Okay, I'm getting max aero right now. Wasn't even thinking about that, but actually it probably plays a pretty decent factor at a time like this. Really hoping for something over here. Still dropping like a rock. There's some lift. God. There's something. Hills are breaking hearts today, I think.
Yeah, I saw you doing those same Holy Hills turns that I was doing. So you probably got, what, 45 minutes, maybe close to an hour?
Yeah, I'm at 52 right now, so no complaints. About the antennas for a while, but kind of doing same old, same old. There's definitely a little bit of wind, but it feels like it should be a headwind for me, if anything. Okay. Target. No cone, sadly. So I'm thinking like right around there, next to the trail. 45-degree angle, doing this. And honestly, yeah, there's some lift. So I do the normal approach right now, for sure. Yeah. Nice. Felt pretty smooth, honestly. Could have played a little bit bigger, but I'm happy with that.
Thanks so much for watching. I did a little bit different recording style on this one. Let me know if you liked the change or if you didn't even notice it.
there. There's some tree gliders there. I think like 20 years.
See you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you like the channel.